We should boycott Christmas. That's what's going to hurt them.
Close the wallets. Close the wallets. You don't need to buy a turkey. You've had turkeys for the last how many years? You're good to skip a year.
All of a sudden, all the Santa Clauses and ornaments are black. Even Frosty. The elves. You guys.
And while we're on task, go ahead and cancel Christmas. Go on and start that family chat and let them know that you're not exchanging gifts this year.
So keep your money in your home. Cancel Christmas too.
This week, a wave of viral videos has been circulating online, all centered around one idea: boycotting Christmas, Thanksgiving, and holiday spending in general. Across TikTok and Instagram, several creators are expressing deep frustration about the economy, corporate profits, and the rising cost of living. And the message they're pushing is becoming louder and louder. Stop spending money on holidays. Buy only necessities. One speaker says they're screaming into the ceiling, trying to convince people that corporations have been planning for holiday profits all year. In their view, the public is walking into the third quarter ready to make companies uber rich, even after massive layoffs, inflation, and a difficult year financially for millions of people. They argue that holiday spending is exactly what big companies rely on, the same way regular people rely on their tax refunds. To them, Christmas is the corporation's payday, and consumers willingly hand it over.
We should boycott Christmas. That's what's going to hurt them. Fine, we can't all do a general strike. I get it. Let's boycott Christmas. We don't need material things anyway. It's 2025. Do you really want to buy all this stuff from the companies that laid everyone off this year? I don't think so. What we want is more time anyway, with our families, with our friends. If you work that day, call off, call in sick. Let's boycott Christmas. We can do this. Let's hurt them where it really counts. Come on, we got this.
Another speaker points out the rising cost of groceries, saying everyday items are becoming unaffordable, like a bag of chips reaching almost $7. For them, it's proof that the economic system isn't designed to benefit ordinary people.
To me, the only logical response to the government canceling SNAP benefits is for Americans to cancel the holiday season. Close the wallets. Close the wallets. You don't need to buy a turkey. You've had turkeys for the last how many years? You're good to skip a year. Black Friday hasn't Black Friday and I don't know how long. The deals suck. You don't need a new flat screen. You already got one from last year. Your kids have tablets. They have toys. They have electronics. They'll be good to miss out on 1 year. They'll be okay. Close the wallets. Cot boy. You know? We shouldn't be spending any money then. It makes no sense for, in response to the government taking food off people's tables, for us to then open our wallets and continue the economy as if nothing is wrong. It's time for a cop boy of the holiday season. The time of year where corporations make the most money, yeah, shut it down. Close the wallets.
Then the conversation shifts. Another creator questions why holiday ornaments and even Santa Claus figurines are suddenly appearing almost entirely in black versions. They believe this isn't representation, but a marketing tactic, a way to appeal to the very group that is leading these boycott conversations. Their message is simple: don't fall for it. Don't spend a dime on decorations this year.
All of a sudden, all the Santa Clauses and ornaments are black. Even Frosty. The elves. You guys, not one white Santa. I know damn well y'all better not spend not one dime on no fucking decorations for these holidays. Not one damn dime. While the rich is getting richer, the poor is getting poorer, and y'all still spending money on holidays? And they done made every ornament and Santa Claus black.
What? We have no business going into the third quarter making corporations uber rich. After the year we've had, we could literally cripple this country and bring it to its knees by canceling Thanksgiving and Christmas. Easily. They've been planning and projecting for this income since last year, previous years. They do these reports years out. They've been planning and plotting for you the same way that we sit around and be like, oh, I can't wait till I get my taxes in February, March. That's what they be saying. This is their taxes, and they be like, I can't wait for Christmas. We might slow down in the summertime, but Christmas, everybody's gonna let their ego, their sense of competition, their consumerism overtake them. We have no business taking our money out of corporations like Target just to wait until November and December and give it all back to them. Pouring millions and billions of dollars into toy industries that don't give a about our kids. We have no business making cheap foreign clothes producers uber rich. We about to, in the next month, kill millions of turkeys and chop down millions of trees in the United States. We don't got we got the environmental capacity to just be chopping down trees. like we just got it like that. Like, we don't have no fucking business, and nobody should have to say. Nobody, you shouldn't wait for somebody to call for a We've been calling for boycotts all year. When did we start boycotting Target? We've been calling for boycotts all year.
But the most viral moment comes from a user claiming that even corporations know a holiday boycott is coming. They point to Mariah Carey's new Sephora commercial, where an elf complains he can't afford to participate in Christmas anymore and says he's canceled Christmas. For critics, that's not a coincidence. They see it as corporations trying to stay ahead of the narrative, and even mocking the very people planning the boycott.
Bitch, they're on to us. They fucking heard us. They know that we plan on boycotting Christmas, the holidays, and plan on protesting on Black Friday. The reason I know that they know is because they just put it in Mariah Carey, the Queen of Christmas's new advert for Christmas for Sephora. What makes it worse is they have an elf stealing, saying that he's boycotting because he can't afford to do what they want him to do anymore. In a Sephora commercial, roll the clip. I'm telling you, they know, and the fact that they put it on full display to play in our face only proves that they know.
You can't cancel Christmas. Any last words?
Estee Lauder, did you really just drop $2.5 million to block Zohran Mamdani and he won? Really? And your little sick cousin Sephora, yeah, we know y'all are related. And that Mariah Carey commercial, just disgusting. Read the room. You guys obviously don't care about America, but we're gonna fight, and we're gonna fight big.
And finally, others take the message even further. They claim the long-term goal of the system is to eliminate the middle class entirely, leaving only the wealthy and the poor. Their solution? Stop spending. Buy only what you need. Grow food at home. Repeat clothes. Avoid debt. And completely step away from holidays like Christmas, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and Halloween.
I tell you, this year I'm not doing it. I am not doing it, okay? I'm not standing in lines for sales that aren't really sales. I'm not maxing out credit cards to prove my love. I'm not letting corporate greed turn my peace into pressure. Because somewhere along the line and along the way, they convinced us that holidays mean spending, that joy has a price tag, that love needs receipts. But the truth, the real ones don't want gifts. They want your presence. They want laughter, not labels. They want moments, not marketing. So this year, it's a red holiday, a movement for the people. We're not feeding the sharks anymore. We're done drowning in debt just to make billionaires richer. We choose freedom over frenzy, peace over pressure, community over corporations. We're buying small. We're supporting locals. We're supporting Black businesses. We're supporting women-owned businesses. We're giving meaning, not merchandise. But when we stop playing their game, they lose, not us. This is the Red Holiday Movement. We're not boycotting love. We're boycotting greed. Put Red Holiday Movement in the comments if you believe that this is what needs to be done. And if you're ready, put Red Holiday Movement in the comments if you're gonna join this boycott, because we're not doing this no more. Absolutely not.
And while we're on task, go ahead and cancel Christmas. Go on and start that family chat and let them know that you're not exchanging gifts this year. Hopefully everybody in your family is on board. And I know you're thinking about the kids. Well, Facebook Marketplace. If you're going to buy something for somebody, buy something small and local. You know, support a small retailer. But it's going to be Red Friday for these folks this year. Someone called it that in my chat. It says it's not going to be Black Friday this year. It need to be Red Friday. And I agree 100%. Hashtag Red Friday. But it's a good opportunity to teach your kids that freedom ain't free. And it's a conversation that need to be had because, you know, somebody going to have to sacrifice and we going to have to fight for this shit. So here we are. And those retailers, they're going to know. I know they're sitting on inventory from last winter. And guess what? They're going to have that same inventory next winter. It's like, seriously, let's do this. There were Christmases I had as a kid where my mom didn't have any money. She made a sweet potato pies, and that was fine. You know, they were good. We were just as happy. We were like who's in Whoville. And I think that's how it needs to be. You know, if you want to do something, switch it up a little bit. Do some community service. Spend some time, you know, serving in a soup kitchen as a family. Donate some money to like a homeless shelter. Help somebody else this year. Do something that really counts if you're going to do something. But if you buy some, please buy something small and local. Don't give these retailers nothing. We're not spending money. October, November, December, they make a whole lot of money off of us. And here's the time to teach them. We're not spending no money. Red Friday, cancel Christmas.
Since the government want to cancel SNAP benefits, we need to go ahead and cancel all the holidays. Thanksgiving coming up, we ain't buying no turkeys. Christmas coming up, we ain't finna do Black Friday shopping this year, man. Everybody kids got everything they need. Y'all kids spoiled. You know what I'm saying? They okay. They can miss out this year. We got to make them suffer. They gonna have to feel us. Because they study taking away from us and we study just constantly giving. You feel me? Everybody needs to stick together with this shit. They gonna have to suffer. They gonna have to realize we really in control of this shit. We letting them get off. You know what I'm saying? So this year, I feel like everybody should miss out on turkeys. Fuck it. Christmas coming up. We should just fall back. Tell our kids, we just gonna fall back. Y'all kids got everything they need. I swear to God. No cap. Because the way it's looking now, they gonna keep playing in our faces. They gonna keep on taking more and more from us. We gonna be left with nothing. And we scraping up trying to make Christmas and Thanksgiving come. How we gonna buy turkeys and y'all took our food stamps, bro? How can we afford a Christmas when y'all laying and firing motherfuckers off and y'all ain't going up with the pay rate? Somebody gotta stand up.
Somebody needs to tell Mariah, we good this year. We boycotting. People ain't hearing us, but they will.
You can't cancel Christmas.
Watch us.
Y'all, I just came up with an amazing idea to help take back this country. So there's a lot of talk about going on strike, Black Friday, go on strike, don't buy anything. I have a bigger, better, and easier plan for all of us that will be absolutely simple to execute. Don't do any holiday shopping. From November 1st all the way until the new year, do not buy gifts for anyone. Do not buy gifts for any person. Tell people you don't want gifts. That way, you don't have to spend any extra money that you didn't want to. But understand that retailers are absolutely expecting holiday gifts. They expect you to go out and rack up all this debt and spend all this money with all these specials. Don't do it. Just don't buy anybody any gifts. You can still buy the usual stuff, gas, food, all those things that you need to buy. You don't have to do anything to go out of your way. You literally can make your life easier by not buying anybody anything. That's going to hit them all so hard that they're going to have to do something. So that's it. Tell a friend. No holiday shopping. I don't care what holiday you celebrate. Do not buy any gifts. If you want change to happen, you have to hit them in their pocket. This is the perfect time of year because they're expecting your money, so don't give it to them. Take it away from them, and instead, let's fight for democracy by not giving them what they want.
Random thought, hear me out. I think this year, America, everybody needs to boycott the holidays. Hear me out. We are living in a world right now where people are losing health insurance, SNAP benefits, losing their jobs, their livelihood, and the rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poorer. The American people are being exploited with greed of taxes, with greed of corporations, with the high price of living, the low pay raise or wages rather. Everything is going up, but our pay remains the same. I think if us as a whole, as Americans, we should really stand together and just boycott the holidays. Fuck Thanksgiving, fuck Christmas, fuck all that shit. If we, as the American people, we are the power. We can hold our money to ourselves, to our family, and just say fuck all these corporations and the stuff that they're trying to sell us because they mean us no well. No good. Not no well, but no good. I understand that most of us have our family traditions with our children and we like to decorate and we like to buy things, but this year is different. Majority of us in this country is just not in a position to buy Thanksgiving dinner, to buy Christmas gifts, to buy Christmas decorations and pay bills. Mind you, 40 million people are about to lose SNAP benefits while this administration is sending $40 billion to Argentina. I know asking people to boycott the holidays is a really big thing. Probably not. But I think that we should band together and just save our dollars for ourselves because this government is here to drain us dry and allow the richer to get richer and the poor to get poorer. You have people that can't pay for their health insurance. You have people that can't buy grocery. But we're bailing out all of these other countries and sending all of these other countries millions of dollars to support their wars. Whatever happened to America first? But just like we was able to boycott Target, why can't we boycott the holidays altogether? I mean, how many more flat screen TVs do you need? Your kids have their tablets, they have their phones, you have the stuff that you need. It's just, I just think it's something that we all should consider. Boycott the holidays. Boycott the 2025 holidays. We as an Americans, we have the power of the purse. I mean, if we don't buy, then these corporations will get in line and understand and read the room. I don't know. But like I said, it's just a thought. I'm happy that you heard me out. Share this video and also leave a comment on how you feel about it because we are suffering and it doesn't look like it's going to get better anytime soon.
We could have this country on its knees if we all boycott Christmas. Christmas, Thanksgiving, boycott it. Be done. We could have the country on its knees. You want to talk about a protest? Protest Christmas. And maybe they'll listen to us then. Because the companies are going to be so affected by that. They're going to take away our EBT. They're taking away healthcare. They're taking away jobs. I mean, it's not going to be that hard to not shop for Christmas. I mean, I'm already broke. I don't know about you guys, fuck that shit. But just boycott it. See what happens then.
So I see that people want to boycott Christmas. I've been boycotting Christmas for 30 years, and I'm surprised at how long it is taking people to wake up to what this is all about. But I'm not complaining because it's happening, finally. People have waken up to the truth that all of these things, these rituals, every single year, these so-called holidays or holy days, are all what I hate to say pagan, because originally pagan was just the worship of nature. Okay, so that got twisted into worshiping inanimate objects. And that's ironic because that's exactly what Christianity is doing. And they started doing this. Why? Because people originally were worshiping nature and the power of nature and the power of nature within themselves. You can't have that if you want to control people. You have to get them to worship externally. So, at any rate, Christmas is a mockery of the internal process of raising chrism. And we all know that Santa brings gifts down the chimney, right? That's your manna. And then returns back up the chimney again. And he does this with magic, right? So this is all symbolism about the inner process of your own raising of manna, bringing gifts to yourself, which is your sustenance. But we're taught to worship a Christmas tree. Chop down all the trees, right? Kill all the trees, bring them in, worship them, put lights on them to where it actually represents the world model, which is in the shape of this. You take a sphere or an oblate sphere, right? Like that, and then you match the path of the sun or mark it within that sphere, and it'll go up like this, and then it'll come back down like this. Okay, and at the same time, it's moving out over the flat plane. It's circling the whole time, right? It circles in and it circles back out. Okay, so that's your Christmas tree. Polaris is the light or the angel at the top of the tree. And it's also your body. It represents your own Merkaba energy body. So boycotting Christmas has nothing to do with attacking Christians, because most Christians don't understand what Christianity actually is. Maybe I would assume most of them are good people, right? They just are ignorant, and I don't mean to insult you or anyone else, but ignorant means you don't have the knowledge of what this truly is about. So it's not an attack on people that call themselves Christians, but an attack on the system that has been corrupting the original information, knowledge, and teachings. And it's also an attack on the so-called beast system, which has all of us enslaved to where we cannot survive unless we are completely dependent upon these corporations that hoard the resources, destroy our environment, blame us for it, and then take all the resources and sell them back to us, causing us to work our asses off for the pieces of paper that they make from the trees they chop down. This is what we are standing up and saying no more for. That's why we're doing this. If you want to beat the system, you have to opt out of the system, because you're not going to beat it any other way. You have to stop playing the game.
I told my 13-year-old daughter that we won't be doing Christmas this year, and she asked why. And I simply told her that we don't let white men inside this house. And she said she understood.
Whether someone agrees or not, the frustration is real. Inflation is real, and the distrust toward corporations is growing louder, especially as more people feel financially squeezed. For now, the question is simple. Will people actually boycott the holidays this year, or will the pressure, tradition, and family expectations keep the holiday economy running, just like every year before?
Don't buy no Sephora for Christmas. They ain't got nothing you need, and they don't care about the president f***ing up the economy. He's the biggest thief we know, so keep your money in your home. Cancel Christmas too, 'cause they don't give a shit about you.